the 3-count question of the week.
As we continue, while we're here in the final days on the march towards the SummerSlam pay-per-view.
SummerSlammed out.
Thought we'd hit one more SummerSlam question for the question of the week. And I thought, kind of looking at the whole history of the show, which superstar is the all-time MVP of the Summer Classic, the WWE SummerSlam? Anybody want to kick us off? Anybody want to start us off?
I think I can.
All right, go ahead, Tim.
I had a very distinct answer until most recent years.
Okay.
But for me, Mr. SummerSlam nowadays is Brock Lesnar. He was a man in most recent years where SummerSlam has been almost directly related to him. You have to think about the main event matchup with Triple H, the Beast versus the Best.
Lesnar is here. Brock. Lesnar is here. Yeah, Brock. Lesnar is here. Brock. Lesnar is here. Yes, Brock. Lesnar is here. Brock. Lesnar is here. Accept the daisies. Not contracted to accept the daisies. Not contracted to accept the daisies. Not contracted to accept the daisy isn't here. No, accept the daisy.
So again, thank you to the Smart Mark roommates for that gem of a song. Love it.
Yeah, but to me, I think it's Brock Lesnar. Even going very early on, winning his first WWE title in his debut SummerSlam versus The Rock, the banger of a classic in 2003 with Kurt Angle, and then again with his most recent history with matches with The Undertaker and Punk and Roman and Seth and his matches with Cena. It's hard to go against the Beast incarnate.
Damn, that's bold. I kind of made a short list and tried to narrow it down from there. Brock didn't make it on my list, but it's you make a compelling case there, Tim. Devin, is it kind of bad? Me and Tim's rivalry better than anything on the second hour of AEW last night. I mean, you may not be totally wrong, Devin. You may not be totally wrong, but gotta be careful saying stuff like that. Matt, you want to go next? You want me to go?
I could go next. For me, it came down to two people. One of them was, I hope you have a clip ready. It was John Cena.
Hello.
That works. But much like Tim, in recent years, we've seen the resurgence of Brock Lesnar as kind of the main event player at SummerSlam, and that would include the 96,000 German suplexes he gave to my other candidate in the running for Mr. SummerSlam. So I would also have to go with Brock Lesnar.
Damn. Okay. I know you can't always just pull straight statistics when talking about who's the best and this and that, but to me it comes down to a guy who's had the fourth most matches. He has the most wins. He's 11-2 at SummerSlam. Now, will he be 11-3 or will he be 12-2 after this week? Tyler and everyone else, stay tuned. Maybe there's a hard maybe there. Main evented twice. Been part of one of the most legendary tag team matches took place at SummerSlam. I'm gonna go with Edge as my MVP of SummerSlam, and we'll see if he can add to that legacy this Sunday now, or excuse me, this Saturday. I got to get used to saying that. It was tough for me. I almost went with my guy, Bret the Hitman Hart. Don't roll your eyes. Bret has a strong case for SummerSlam.
Let's hear it.
He's got a 7-4 record, which is
Mediocre.
mediocre.
It's barely a playoff team. Keep going.
Actually, if you look at the all-time records, he is up there amongst the players. He's won each of the titles that were in the WWF when he was a part. So he won a world title at SummerSlam. He won an Intercontinental title. He won a tag title at SummerSlam. Some of the best SummerSlam, and in some cases, some argue some matches of all time, but best SummerSlam matches, the ones with Mr. Perfect for the Intercontinental title, with Owen Hart in the cage match, and the British Bulldog at 92 are among Bret Hart's resume at SummerSlam. Not quite strong enough to get to the MVP position in mine, but I mean, Bret has a strong SummerSlam resume, but just not quite strong enough, even for me, to put him at number one. Devin says he's not afraid of any of the AEW marks. None of them. Who got beat by the mighty Yokozuna to become champ? But so Edge is mine, and so I got two for Brock. Is there anybody else? So Matt, you had Cena. Tim, was there anybody else that would have made kind of your short list?
Brett was going to make my short list. For he's so consistent at SummerSlam until you get to when he leaves. Like his resume does kind of speak for itself with matches against the two matches against Demolition, the match against the Brainbusters, the classic with Perfect, the classic with Bulldog, pulling double duty in 93.
Right.
94, the classic versus Owen. Or it is double duty at 93. 95 is the only blemish on his record is 95 against Isaac Yankem.
Oof, yeah. I mean, that's not his fault.
John Cena, though, also has a really big record at SummerSlam too. And not to like tease a topic we're going to talk about in a little bit, but old Phil from Chicago is up there with SummerSlam honors. He's got some really good bangers at SummerSlam too.
A couple others I had on my list. The Undertaker with the most matches, 16 matches at SummerSlam, second most win. He's 10-5-1 at SummerSlam. Triple H 8-5. He has the third most wins. And then another, and this is more recent, and it's just unfortunately with the resumes and just the length of time for Edge and Taker and Brett and Triple H and others. Charlotte Flair currently 4-0 at SummerSlam. She's won 2 titles. She defeated Trish Stratus 2 years ago. So building a strong resume. Obviously, again, we'll be predicting it here shortly. See if she can add to that list this Saturday night. But currently sitting undefeated, not to be overlooked, is Charlotte Flair's record at SummerSlam. Matt, did you have any others that were at least within consideration?
I mean, Triple H and Shawn Michaels both had pretty solid SummerSlam resumes to their name too. So, of course, I'm going to look at them. That's usually where I start. But as I was thinking about it more, I just couldn't even put either of them in my top 2.
That's fair.